Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of the map recovery. This separate section of the map has its own 5 separate hardpoint locations, bringing this map to a total of 10. First hardpoint location is over here in the cave. The cave has 2 levels, this upper level here, and down the staircase to the lower level. It does offer some pretty good lines of sight. I obviously didn't go over all of them, but just kind of looking around and glancing around, there are lots of good lines of sight. 3 boundaries, one at the little cutout window, and then one over at Charlie, and then one here at the top of the stairs. Jumping over to this gap here to the other side is going to bring us over to pretty much everything labeled Alpha. So you've got the Alpha spawn right there. Drop down, you've got Alpha, under Alpha, you got Alpha Bridge, under Alpha Bridge, you got the Alpha Helipad, and the second hardpoint location, which we're calling Alpha Halls, or just Alpha Hall. You've got a boundary here on this door, inside the covered hallway, and then you've got 2 boundaries outside the hallway, or outside into the uncovered hall, with some pretty decent lines of sight. You can see into A, up and towards the cave, up towards Charlie's spawn. Coming around on the back side, you got a decent amount of cover with that rock being there if anyone trying to jump up and come tap it from that side. Of course, I failed to jump here, but we're going to head over to the Charlie side. So you've got the Charlie Dom, which is right there, and then we're going to drop down. This would be Charlie Bridge, under Charlie Bridge, jumping up you got Charlie Hilo, and also Charlie Hall, inside hall and outside hall, which is actually the next hardpoint location is going to be that Charlie Hall, which we're doubling back for right now. The boundaries are the same as the other side. One at this door, coming outside of this covered hallway into the open hall, in this area right here, which is towards the cave, and then the back side towards Bravo. Just showing a couple decent lines of sight up from this actual hallway. You can see over into the A side, A bridge, under A bridge, A spawn, A dom. You do need to watch out for this backside though, as you don't have the rock coverage like you did on A side. Next hardpoint location is going to be behind Bravo, this little building here. It hasn't popped up yet, but it is going to be back here. This is the radio tower. So it's got this giant antenna perched up on a cliff. As you can see right here, it is going to be behind it. In that little indention area here is where the hard point is. 2 zones, 2 boundaries, one on Alpha side, and then one again over here on Charlie side. This one's fairly easy, especially if you've got some people kind of like sitting on the outside, picking people off as they're running in. It's fairly easy to hold this one, just because of how rounded it is. Like someone throws a grenade back there, you can usually typically get out of its way and still be in the zone. Coming over here towards Alpha Hilo, the Hilo pad on Alpha side, is actually what the next hardpoint location is going to be. You can actually drop down onto this lower level, and it gives some really good lines of sight. Especially if you're playing like domination, or in this case hardpoint, you're trying to pick off guys that are hiding back there. You can do this on both sides of the map, this helo pad and the one over on Charlie. You can use that to kind of like pick them off and clear them out, especially if you've got someone on each side. That's really going to help. Snipers, you'll love that spot. The final hardpoint location is this Alpha Helipad, and as you can see, it's just a pretty bunch of big circle all the way around. Other than that, that's about it for this map. I didn't go over and actually show the lower side, but I didn't really think we needed to show the lower side on the other side of the map that was identical. And of course there I died. Well, thanks for watching. Catch you later.